Something else that we need a lot of advice about is fashion. Alexis May is in our studio.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Now we know exactly how to deal with those exes. Alexis, what's your secret? How do you deal in your relationship with exes?
I think exes are in the past for a reason, so you should just keep them there.
Just stay there. Don't talk about them.
Absolutely.
Love it. Now, we all know it's no secret that the UK has been experiencing some incredibly bad weather over the past while, but that did not dampen their fashion spirits because Alexis May, our fashion director, is here to give us a bit of a look into what went down at the London Fashion Week for fall 2014. And I know that you're always very excited talking about fashion.
Very excited.
So what are some of the key things that stood out?
You know, I know New York is supposed to be exciting because it's the first fashion week of the year, but I can't help but love London Fashion Week. I love the British designers' approach to fashion. It's really fresh and really present and really now. And the first trend I'm going to tell you about is masculine chic. Okay. So this look has kind of been, it's been around for a couple seasons now, but we saw it in London, and I think it's a look that the Brits really own. And I think it's the attitude and how a woman wears a suit. So it's not just about her putting on a jacket and a pair of trousers. It's in this laid back, you know, really owning the look.
Exactly. Well, you can definitely see there's a lot of attitude in these garments.
Yes,
like
a lot. A little bit more of a baggier trouser, so it's not so skinny. So the girls that aren't really into skinny jeans will be super happy about that next winter. And likewise, you know, we've seen this rise of sports luxe. And I keep saying it's from the street upwards that now we're seeing this on the runways. And I love how the Brits have kind of put together these kind of like fancy anorak kind of options. So you can still look like on trend when you're in the rain. And the other like trend that I really loved, and it's quite a British theme, is the punk theme. And this season we saw, it's almost like biker punk.
But it's not as punk as I would have imagined.
No. It's a little bit more dialed back. I think it's a little bit more feminine. I mean, you can see some very different kind of looks on the models here, but all with this biker jacket, which is really like your key essential for winter. I always tell a woman, you're going to buy one thing for winter, a leather jacket.
Biker jacket, got it.
Absolutely. So our next look is the faux fur in assorted colours. We saw it in New York as well, from crop jackets to longer length on the knee, but really the look is really voluminous, really huge. They do call them
clearly.
Yes, colourful. We've also seen black and white options. They call them chubby coats, and there's a reason to that. So, you know, they're quite big. Likewise, we've also seen a lot of oversized knits. These, of course, your runway look is always a little bit more exaggerated than what you're going to see in retail. But I think the key trend here is that more is more. So your knits are going to have a longer sleeve, a bigger neckline, wear it with a scarf. It's not about tight and fitted, it's actually about loose and volume.
That, to me, is very interesting.
Yes. High necks as well. Now, I mean, this is a trend that you think, okay, winter, you want to wear a polo neck, you want to like cover up a little bit more. I love the London look, very feminine. They've kind of paired it with like, you know, very beautiful skirts or underneath dresses, but that neckline, especially on, even in separates and dresses and jackets and scarves, collar detail on jackets, everything is very much high necklines this season. And then in terms of textures, lots of sequins. We saw it in New York as well. London, they're following suit. Sequins everywhere, and also lots of shimmering, high shine fabrics.
I've heard that this year you can't go wrong with sequins.
Yes, I think this is like kind of your juxtaposition this winter. You've got your knitwear and your furs and your textures, but then you've also got this high shine iridescence, which is a bit of glamour for winter, which we love. Yeah. And then our next look is the print on print. So London, strangely enough, people always say, London, are they safe? Because it's, you know, grey skies, bad weather. And like I say, no. London, you see this assortment of prints. And really, it was everything and anything, from animal prints to your more geographic prints to floral prints. And the Brits have this incredible way of pairing them together in one outfit. So you think it's going to look terrible, but it actually looks absolutely fantastic.
It looks really great, yes, for sure.
Optic prints.
Wow, okay, well, here's one for the mind.
So this is one you need to like look twice at. But also in terms of design, there were features that were almost three-dimensional designs, that when you look at something, there's so many different elements to it. And I think this is maybe, it follows on from this minimalist look that we're finding in fashion. They're still playing with that black and white minimalist design, but they're adding in a print or maybe some kind of design feature just to give it a different dimension this season.
Brilliant. Alexis, thank you so much. This has been absolutely great, just educating me on the latest fashions out there. Alexis May, our fashion director, giving us a look into the London Fashion Week for fall 2014 and what went down. We're taking a very quick ad break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The finishing touch is within. Zira, age beautifully.